Good morning, welcome to 3D Leisure Home with me, Gail Harkness. We have a lot of exercises to get through today, so we're going to do fat burn extreme, acromion workout, and so everything that you do on each exercise, you want to give it your all, give it your best. So if you haven't done it before, it's 20 minutes pushing hard. You have your warm-up, your demo is part of your warm-up. You have 20 minutes then when the music comes on to kick extra hard, and then you have your little stretch at the end, your cool down. So we have, how many have we? 15 exercises, so a lot to get through today, guys. If you want to really push hard, you only need a drink, close at hand, a mat, and nothing else apart from a bit of space round about you. It is a rest-based exercise. You don't get given rest breaks, you don't get prompted to take them, so you do need to take them as and when you feel you need a rest. So once you feel you've recovered, come back in nice and strong and push through. So we're going to get straight to it this morning. I've got my little drink of juice ready, so we want to drink as well whenever you feel that you need a little drink. And we want to start with a little warm-up. So we're just going to be doing little squats to begin with. So sitting back into the heels and pushing the hips out to the front. And we want to then take it a little bit wider so we can take our heel to kick back. Hamstring curls. Taking it back. Yay, hope you're up for this today. I think it's going to be a toughie. So working and resting throughout. And then little jog. Nice quiet landing. Kick up to the bottom with your heels. And kick out to the side and give a little push up. Jogging it out. Arms, so that the arms to the front, and then cross the hands back, cross and squeeze, big circles forward and big circles back. Okay, you're going to lunge, landing heel to toe, don't need to go too low to begin with. Anything you do in the main workout with your music is when you really want to push extra hard. Reaching back, so just getting the muscles warmed up, just pushing through, and we want to take wide legs and reach down. Opposite hand down to touch the toe, and a little swivel around. So just make sure that you push nice and hard and get the heart rate up. And next we want to just run through all these little exercises. So we have kick drops, which is 2 kicks and 2 squats. So your kicks nice and high to the front, and your drops, 2 squats, nice and low with the bottom. If you want to make it harder, you can jump kick, you can jump squat, so that would be the sort of hardest that you can push that one. If you want to take it easier, slower, smaller kicks, not as low with the squat, and that's your kick drops, 2 of each. Squat pulse, we have 4 of each. So we have 4 just little squats, 4 coming, so 4 pulses, and then we reach back 1 leg and we do 4. We come back then to 4 to the front. If you want to come all the way down and up, you can. And then the opposite leg comes back. Just make sure when you do your lunges, your back nice and low, 90 on the front leg. Easier is not as low, but you want to work through that nice and hard. So 4 squat pulse and 4 lunge pulse. Snowboard rotations, you can have your hands optional, whether they cross to the front, and if they stay out it'll be harder. And you jump side to side, so it's a squat. So we squat, we jump, turn, squat, jump, turn, squat, and you go from side to side. If the arms are out, it'll be a little bit harder. And if you squat lower and faster, then that'll be really hard. If you do get giddy and you want to take out the little turns, then feel free to just squat to the front with a little jump. Or onto toes if you're taking out your jumps. And then we have cycle sit up. So we're on the floor, on your mat, and we want to push out these legs. Heel, nice and slow. Drag the belly button in and push. Squeeze it. Yay. If you want to make this extra tough, lose the hands, push, push. And you can stop and rest if you need to make that a little bit easier. Just don't go as fast. Those really we want to go slow today, so you really feel them through the core. Just push in like nice and slow and dragging the belly in tight. So 10 sprints. We have 10 sprints with the arms moving on your 10 sprints. We drop down, tummy up, bottom down, so not up here, and we do 10 hill climbers. Then we jump back up or walk back up and repeat 10 of each. So I hope you're doing these with me, guys. This is your warm-up as well. Waist workout. So we want to be reaching down to the side, so we bend, but then we reach across the head. So it's one side only. Repeat, dig, stretch, dig. Not as low is easier, and faster, even harder. And then it'll repeat on the next exercise, will be on the other side. So it'll either be to your left or to your right. But we really want to reach over the head. Squat burns. So squat burns is that, it burns the legs. We have 4 squat pulses, and then we have 4 squat jumps. So taking out the jump to make it easier would be just to come onto toes, and taking out the low squat would be your easier option for the pulse. But you do want to pulse down, and you do want to jump high if you're making that a max. Yay, I think this is going to be tough today. Hi-ho. So we have 8 knees and 4 plyos. So the 8 knees, nice and high to the front. 8. So nice and high. And then we have 4 split jumps, nice and low, and a high jump. Plyos, hard. Plyos, easier, not as low. Tap back, easiest. And then we have leg drops. We're lying on our back, hands at the side or under, lower back, legs up, and then we drop one leg straight and bend the other and reach back up. So it's down and up, down. You want these legs to come back directly above your hips. Harder would be to have the hands to the temples with the head up. Easier, and protecting your back is hands tucked under. Okay, we have air jack pulse. So we are pulsing for 3, and then we have an air jack. 1, 2, 3, star jump. Yay! 1, 2, 3. If you're taking out the jump, you might want to just do a little lift, but try and jump if you can. Get the heart rate up. 7 pulse press up. You can do knee option or toe option on your presses. You want to be pulsing down for 7, pushing up for 1. So if you're doing your knee, you want to drop this bottom down, and you want to drop the chest down nice and low. So you press down for 7 and push up for 1. If from toes, that'll be a lot harder. Still the same, press down for 7, push up for 1. Trust you to count, work through it, rest when you need it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, hold, travel or not. So 3 knees, 1, 2, 3, pause, 1, 2, 3, lift. So we just stay a little bit longer on the 3rd. If you're traveling, 1, 2, 3, you might need to turn side on in your room. The more your space you cover and the faster you go, the harder that'll be. And then we have a reverse cycle. Hands, again, if the hands are down, it'll be harder. If your hands are up, it'll be easier. And we have the legs up, we reverse. So it's like a circle down and back up. Stomach squeezing throughout. Nice backward cycle. And again, if you lift the hands off the mat, it'll be harder. We have combo plyo, which is out, out, in, and 2 plyos. So the feet come out wide. So you tap out 2, into, and repeat that. And then we have 2 split jumps. And low, hard. Again, on outs, if you stay down low when you do your tapping out and in, that will be a lot harder than if you do it not as low. And your plyos, as I said, you can be tap backs if you want to take it easier without the jumps. Butt kicks, we did it in the warm-up. Hands on your back and try and kick up. The heels to touch the hands. If you can't reach, just kick up to where you can. Fast, it's not an exercise to give you a rest. It is to push you. So that's a 15. Job done on the warm-up. Push back. Bottom, back, chest down. Mini stretch. Change it. And if you have anything round about you that you might kick, now is the time to move it. And then go on heel to bottom. You always want to give yourself space, because once you start, it's easy to just forget, kick out and hurt yourself. So make sure you have cleared around about your space. Then pushing out to the front on the heel to bottom, you can hold on if need be. And then we want to just lift the wrist, lift up and over. If you don't want to grab the wrist, just reach over. You don't have to take the wrist up and over. Gives a bigger stretch though. And we want the wide legs. Taking it wide. And then we want to drop the chest forward. Drop your head down. Hands can be down, elbows can be down, whichever feels good today. If you want to take it wider and you've warmed up totally, you can go lower. And again, please take a drink when you need it. So I'm just going to tilt this up a tiny bit, I think. And hopefully you'll be able to see me there. Okay, so acromion it is, guys. Nice toughy one today. So want you out to puff. First one is your kick drops.
Workout starting
okay.
With kick drops.
2 kicks, don't forget, 2 squats. So 2 kicks, nice and high, 2 squats all the way down, head pushing out, kick, kick, squat, squat. And again, faster, harder. So you can jump here if you want from the start. Or you can just...
Squat, pulse, lunge,
pulse. Okay, so 4s. 4 squats, pulsing, left leg back, chest up, pulse for 4, back to your forward pulse for 4, and then right leg back for 4, pulsing low. The lower your pulse, harder it'll be. And if you speed it up, again, a lot harder.
Board rotations.
Crossing or arms out. So squat, squat, push the bottom back and drop it and bounce. If you bounce up high, that'll be a lot harder. If you don't go as low with the bottom, that will be a lot easier. Arms out, hardest. Keep it going.
Cycle sit-ups.
Okay, down. Important to stick the legs out nice and slow, as if you're pushing something away with the heel. So push and back. Breathe. Squeeze that stomach down. Squeeze down the belly button. Woo. 10 sprints. 10 hill climbers. So we want 10 sprints. Dropping down. Hill climbers just as fast. If you want to do an easier hill climber, just do a tap. If you want to be nice and brisk or a march, if you're taking out the run, 10 of each, drop it,
Worker right.
waist worker right. So we reach down to the right, reach across left, up and over. Dig is elbow down, not reach, sorry.
Squat burns.
Okay, 4 squats, feet up apart or wider, 4 squats, then 4 squat jumps. Loads on the legs. You're going to feel it. 4 squats, low, bottom, and 4 jumps with the squat.
Waist worker left.
Okay, it's the elbows digging, not the reach. Down, and then the reach over, down. So we want to dig down, and then we want to reach across. You really want to feel this in this waist.
Kick drops.
Okay, 2 kicks. From the top. You know it now. Go team. Squeeze it. Faster. If you want to make this harder now, take it up. Woo!
Squat pulse, lunge pulse.
Pause. Low we go. Chest up on your lunges. If you want to burn, you want low, chest up on these lunge. Low on the squats, low on the lunge. Lower you stay, harder it will be. Snowboard rotations, arms out, harder, jumping higher will make this a lot more difficult. Hands across, your easier option, and if you're taking out the jump, you can come on to toes, or you can come on with the arms out.
Cycle
Yeah,
sit-ups.
got all your options now. Cycle, push, squeeze this belly button down so tight. A little bit of abs. Yay. Squeeze it. Woo!
10 sprints.
Okay, sprinting. 10 of each. 10 hill climbers coming on. Go team. Speed it up now.
Waist worker right.
To the right. Dig it. Reach. Woo. Push. Okay, 4 squats, push low, and lunge back one leg for 4 pulses, and then front for 4, other leg, 4 in each. Should burn, guys.
Waist worker left.
Yes, legs to rest. Left and reach. Dig, push, stretch. Tummy in throughout. Push it.
Hi ho.
High ho. 8 high knees. 2 split jumps. Bios. 8 high knees. Split. Go team.
Leg drops.
On your mat. Okay. Legs up. Here we go. Woo. Reach those toes up above your hip. Stretch. Drop. Straight leg and bent leg. Hands to temples, head up harder.
Jack pulse.
Okay. 3 pulses, 1 air drop. 1, 2, 3, jump. Lower your pulses, not as low, easier. Tap if you're not doing your jump, if you need to make this easier.
Pulse press up.
7 pulses, guys. On your toes for your presses harder. On your knees, bottom sinks down. Legs can be crossed at the back if you want. 7 pulses down. Low chest. 1 push up. Way hard.
1, 2, 3, hold.
Knees travel or without. Pause on your third. Woo. Hiking this knee come. Tummy always in.
Reverse cycle.
Backwards. Okay, legs are up. Circle one leg. Down and back round. Reach it out. Big scoop. Going round our wheel. Yay. Chin up. Woo.
Combo plyo.
Okay, out, in twice. We can do this. 2 split jumps. Low. Wide. Low. 2 jumps. Come on. Work it now.
Butt kicks.
Kicking back. So it's not a slow rest. Go fast. Chest up. Kick, kick, kick. Come on. Push. Tall body. Woo! Try and get those hands.
Hi ho.
8 knees. Front. Higher. Push harder now. 2 split jumps. Low. High knees. Not as high. Easier. Tap back. Easiest on your split jumps. You want fast.
Leg drops.
On a mat. Hands under your bottom, easiest. Hands, temples, harder. Whew. Breathe, don't hold your breath. 1 long leg, 1 bent leg.
Air jack pulse.
3 drops, 3 pulses, 1 in the air. Are you ready? Come on, team. Keep it going now. You know it now. Give your max, stop when you need to stop. Have a drink when you need to drink.
7 pulse press up.
Here we go, team. Give me your best. Woo. 7 pulses down. Head in line with the spine. Pushing up. Last one.
1, 2, 3, hold.
Okay. Travel or not. 3 knees. Last one higher with a pause. How are you doing? Go team.
Reverse cycle.
Backwards. Okay. Go for it. If you want to take those hands off that mat, feel free. You're harder if you're trying to balance without the hands on the mat, but you can do it if you wish.
Combo plyo.
Okay. Low. Let's get down. Stay low. Come on. Push now. Woo. Sweaty. How you doing, team? Are you pushing max?
Butt kicks.
Back kicks. Try and get those hands. Speed up if you wish. Extra fast. If you need a drink, just stop whenever.
Kick drops.
From the top, 2 kicks, 2 squats. Push your hips out on your squat. Drop, squeeze, drop, squeeze. You can hop if you wish.
Squat pulse, lunge pulse.
Pause, 4 front, low lunge back, chest up, 4. I want you to really feel these, team. Low, if you can, keep body tall. Keep squats low. Woo. 4 on each.
Snowboard rotations.
Jump, jump. Ah, are we ready? Side to side. Higher jump. Harder. So this would be max. Push. Push. Go for it.
Psycho sit-ups.
On your mat. Push out. Slow. Up. Woo. No hands. Harder if they're off the mat. Push.
Sprint.
10 sprints. Dropping down to 10 hill climbers. Slow butt. Just as fast. How many can you get in? Go for it now. Go, go, go.
Waist worker right.
To the right bend. Leg split. Bend, reach. Push. Val, I know you're doing this morning. Push harder.
squat burns.
Forwards. Low team. Come on, give you it all now. Push it, you can push harder. When you think you're pushing your hardest, you can push a little bit more. Give it your all. Come on, awesome. Woo.
Waist worker
Left side. Bend, reach. I want you to feel this in your waist, your obliques. Stretch.
high ho.
8 knees. 2 split jumps. Go. How high can the knees come to the front? With the elbows moving.
Leg drops.
Okay, leg drops. Hands at the side to the front where the head rests is easier. Or under your back. Head up. Harder. Get this crunch.
Air jack pulse.
Okay, 3 with your mid-air jump. Start. Go. Keep it going. Come on, work tough.
7 pulse press up.
Presses. Are you giving it your all on your toes? Or are you on your knees? Whatever is good. Low chest.
One, two, three, hold.
Here we go, team. Hope you're sweating now. If you are not, speed this up. Travel. Come on. Push.
Reverse cycle.
Backward cycle. Keep the chin up. Keep the belly button down. Woo! We can do this. We can make it tougher. Come on.
Combo plyo.
Low out. Are we ready? From your squat. Stay low. 2 jumps. Come on. Low bounce.
Butt kicks.
Kick up. Chest up. Tall. Speed these feet up. You can go fast. Come on. Brace. Push. Push. Ah. Well done.
The Fat Burn Extreme
So good.
workout is now
We
over.
want to
Afterburn
have a quick drink if you need it. Straight into stretch. Stretch these super warm, tired muscles, hopefully. Okay, let's do our hamstring. Lean on your bent leg. Take off pressure from not leaning on your straight leg on that knee. You can lift the toe. You can push that butt back. You can lower your chest. You want to feel it and hold and breathe. On our out breath, we want to kind of increase the stretch. So don't rush your stretches at the end. You want to lengthen the muscles back to the original state. Okay, here we go, other leg. Deep breath in, oh, sink down, breathe out. Deep breath in, lower, feel it. Nice and slow, get his heart rate to come down. Oh, so good to stretch. Okay, wide legs. You can wiggle the legs in and out, watch it on slide. Reach forward, head pushing forward so that the back is flat. Stay halfway. Might need to correct the feet. Breathe, lengthen the head forward, neck stretch, back flat. And now we fold. So we allow the body to bend, and you might want to widen the feet. You might want your head on the mat. Could be box splits. Breathe and relax into the stretch. Nice and deep. Pushing down. Feeling this in your inner thighs, your adductors. Let this head hang if it's not on the mat. Heavy head, you can maybe wiggle it like a rag doll. Oh, so nice, guys. Hands down, bring your toes and heels in and out until you bring it back to feet hip width apart. Drop down, either reach the floor, press down into the floor, push the chest back towards the legs. And take a deep breath in. Breathe out, roll up. Nice and slow, head last. Take it into your waist stretch. So lift that hand up and over like we did at the start, or you can just reach, taking it back, lifting up, pushing across. And then we really want to stretch the big muscles, the quads. So you want to get that heel tight to your bottom. So if you need to hook something over the foot to get the foot up, then you can maybe do that in future if you can't get that heel to bottom. So I'm squeezing in my belly button here and I'm pushing out my hip to the front. So I get the added double stretch on the hands behind, but I'm also lifting my chest up, squeezing my shoulders back, but creating space between my neck and my shoulders, so my shoulders aren't up. And then I change it. You can have one hand holding, two hands, push. You can have a slight bend on your supporting leg, lift that chest, squeeze in tighter, get a good stretch into that front of the quad, nice and tight. And then just let that foot come back into, onto the toe to the back like a wide stance. And then hips kind of rotating forward before we drop down to stretch out the front of the hip. If you want to here, you can bring the knee onto the mat and just stretch from the floor. But it's as if you want to sink down and the body nice and tall. So you can do either or. And coming back up onto the toe, bring your heel down onto the mat and stretch. So you can have your hands on your waist, you can push through a wall, heel to stretch the calf at the back. So you might have to bring your foot a little bit closer, but we are leaning forward on this one. And we change then other side. So either stay in mid-air with a hip forward and down, or bringing it into a little wider, like a lunge, so you can slide this foot forward so you can sink down a bit more. Just whichever feels good for you today. Just stretching the front of the hip and right down the front of the leg. And then if you're coming back up, we want to bring the toe forward enough that you can get your heel down at the back. You can take the hands down onto the waist, or you can push through the front and coming back up. So we want to just have the feet grounded. Breathe out and lock your fingers, push forward, drop your head down if you want the neck to stretch. Push on out breath. Reverse that, hands behind or on the lower back with the elbows squeezing in if it's more comfortable. Lift, keep the chest up, shoulders away from the ears. Lift, belly button in and relax. Drop the hand behind your back, reach the fingers down to the floor, draw the elbow across with the head lifting up. So you've done press ups, so you want to stretch the triceps and then change sides. So always this hand drops down, you try and stretch fingers down the back, but don't like arch the back here. Draw the tummy in and lift the head up, so you're pushing back, pressure against this arm to have like a little added stretch. The closer the elbow is to your head, the bigger the stretch you'll get down the back of the tricep. And relax. Let's just swiggle, swish the wrists, flick, so we get the wrists to warm up quickly. And let's stretch. Thumb out, straight arm, fingers back. Change it, thumb in, fingers down, and then draw back the hand. Fingers out, thumb out, fingers down. And then finger, thumb in, just draw back enough so you open up the top of the wrist. And well done team for today. That was awesome. Really tough. And if you didn't find it tough, then maybe next time push faster, jump higher, squat lower. And if it's too tough, rest a bit more, just slow it all down. Just do your own level, whatever is good, whatever gets your heart rate up. That's what we're looking for. And you do want to be in a sweat at the end. So you need to push really, really hard. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'll be back tomorrow for Fitness Pilates at 12. If you're joining me then, like just working on your core strength, and have a great day. Enjoy. Make sure guys you have a drink now of water or juice. Thanks so much team. Well done. Bye.